And that, my friends, is why I believe that Philip Plein, the skull, is a very weird but very intriguing fragrance indeed. Oh, surprise! I didn't know you were here. Welcome to 2025 and my bedroom. You must be here for the show. Oh, surprise, look, you're still here.
I guess you really do want that show.
Alright everyone, thank you for joining me in the year of our Lord 2025. I don't know why I said that, but you know, we can't really enter 2025 and proceed without giving a nod to and looking back on the year of 2024. An interesting year for many, I'm sure. It's been a good year, a horrific year. There's been so many ups and downs, trials and tribulations. It's been a year. I know for many it's been absolutely devastating, especially as a result of Hurricane Helene, the great state of North Carolina and parts of South Carolina and Tennessee. Georgia, Virginia, a bunch of places, especially Western North Carolina specifically, got absolutely decimated, and the relief efforts are still ongoing and probably will be for a really long time. And there's been a lot of positive community support. There has been plenty of, government assistance as well. There's much more needed. There's been a lot of things standing in the way, unfortunately. I think some of that's getting cleared up. But regardless, my heart truly goes out to anyone and everyone affected in this event. And I hope everyone's lives can be rebuilt and return to some state of normalcy at some point in the future. I know it will take time, and I hope everyone can heal and recover from this. Also, I guess as long as we're getting all of this kind of stuff out of the way, on New Year's Eve, there was a few bad things that happened. There was the terrorist attack in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. Several lives were lost, many were injured. A senseless act of violence. My heart goes out to all of the people affected by that as well. And then a little closer to home, four really amazing people lost their lives due to a careless piece of shit drunk driver. They were backing out of their driveway, and a drunk driver came barreling down the road. They didn't stand a chance. They were all killed in the accident. I did not know them personally. One of them I had met before, but he was very close. So a couple of them were very close friends with very close friends of mine, and he was in a band, one that I had on my reaction list. They were a local band, and it's just really sad because he did a lot for his community. His name was Joshua Ward. He was in the band Vorath. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. But he immediately started helping out with the relief efforts in Western North Carolina after Helene, and it teaches self-defense, helps teach ladies self-defense. I mean, just all around really good guy. And it's just senseless. The driver, I believe his name, of the drunk driver, I believe his name was Nicholas Meeks, already had several DUIs, already lost his license, driving drunk without a license, and ended the lives of 4 people, 4 parents. I don't know, if I ever see anyone on any of my socials, like Facebook or anything like that, posting warnings about DUI checkpoints, warning people of DUI checkpoints, I'm gonna fucking cuss your ass out publicly. Don't drink and drive. That's simple. I mean, I don't care. Just don't fucking do it. Like, don't fucking do it. All right, let's move on backwards and take a look at some of the things that happened in my 2024, because this is on my channel, and for some reason I think people might be interested. All 5 of you that watch my channel. But yeah, so this year, what did I do? I traded a car in, got a new car. Absolutely love my new car. I mean, it's a 2024 Crown Platinum. I never thought that I would do something like this, but here we are. Call it a midlife crisis. I don't know. I'm excited about it. I still love it. It still gets a lot of attention. I'm a Leo. I crave attention. Sold a house, bought a house, currently in the new house. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. My motivation's back up. The energy in the old house. Some of you, the few of you that follow me outside of YouTube, and some of you who just watch my YouTube a lot but aren't connected with me outside of YouTube, a lot of you know what happened in that house, how I got that house, the situation surrounding it, and what I reference when I say the kind of energy that's there. There were several losses in that house. One is how I got the house. One happened immediately, or three happened immediately after getting the house, and to say that it affected me mentally and emotionally on an unfathomable level is just a gross understatement. But I knew that at some point to heal, getting out of there was going to be a necessity, and have I put myself in a weird place financially as a result? Maybe. But was it necessary? Yes. I also had, as many of you know, I had a lot of cats. I inherited a lot of cats with the house, lost some of them over the years, but I was trying to take care of a lot of them, and it was way more than one person could handle on their own, especially dealing with the emotional trauma and depression on the level that I was, and trying to keep it together and work and do everything else. It was too much. It wasn't fair to them. It wasn't fair to me. I gave up. I basically gave up any semblance of a life of my own for them, and Whereas at the time I did feel like it was the right thing. I felt like I was being good and just and right and morally. It was not the right decision. I should, instead of keeping them and forming a bond. Animal Services showed up the morning I got the house. The police had just finished up their investigation. It was, they showed up with traps and everything. They're like, we're here for all the cats. And I was like, no, they're my cats now. I'm going to take care of them. I tried really hard, and I formed bonds with all of them and got really close with them. And anytime anything would happen to any of them, even if just a small vet trip, or if one of them died, like Garthy died of old age, Jet died of anemia, Cookie, I don't know what happened to Cookie. She just was like spazzing one day and like her eyes closed up, and she was really old though. And Ishan had a heart attack. Like, it just, every time anything happened, it destroyed me a little more. And in hindsight, I wish I had just like let them get adopted out, because the county shelter is a no-kill shelter, and they work with PetSmart and like some cat cafes, and the cats would have gotten adopted out, and it would have been good for them. And I should have just let them go, sold the house, done everything immediately. But that's just not what I did. That wasn't the decision I made. That wasn't what was in the cards for me. I believe everything happens for a reason. There's a reason I'm where I am now. I think 2025, I am hoping, despite everything else going on in the world, I am hoping and putting the energy into making 2025 a positive and productive year for myself. I did keep, the point to that whole last spiel, I did finally end up surrendering several of the cats to be rehomed, and many of them have already. There's still one at a cat cafe that I'm aware of, and one at the shelter that I'm aware of. But the rest of them, I believe, have been adopted out from my internet research, which is great. And I have gone to see a few of them in the meantime while they were, waiting to be adopted out, or waiting for someone to adopt them, and it was cool. But yeah, I mean, other great things, that wasn't great, but I kept two of the cats. I've got Coco and Sir Jamie, and those are the only. Coco fought with everybody else. None of the cats would get along with Coco. Coco would not get along with any of the other cats. And I was constantly breaking up fights. For some reason, Jamie and Coco don't fight. I mean, they're not like buddy-buddy by any means, but like they can be within like a few inches of each other, like eating snacks or like resting in the window sills, and they don't like fight or anything, and they're just chill. So it's good. Me and Jamie bonded the first time I ever met him before, Mom passed and everything. When she first rescued him and I first met him, me and him immediately bonded. So I knew I had to keep him. And Coco, I just did not feel like he would do well if he got adopted by anybody else. It took my mom a minute to get him acclimated to her. He was crazy. And then after Mom passed, he kind of bonded. Took him a minute, but he bonded to me, and when he did, he really bonded to me. So, but yeah, 2024 is crazy. I left my full-time job and decided to go in completely on YouTube. Me and my best friend decided to start. I guess, yeah, it was more. He was already in the process of starting his, entertainment media company, and wanted me to be a part of it. So that was like a huge honor, and I was excited about, and I'm still excited about. Great things. I'm not going to put his business. I'm not going to talk about his stuff. But you know, he made some cool moves in 2024. Some good things happened for him, which I'm so excited and happy for him and proud of him for. But that, you know, with the moves he's making and the moves I've been making and just everything we've had going on, we haven't been able to like do all the stuff that we initially started and planned on in 2024. But 2025, I'm hoping, aside from just doing with this, like going in hard on my own channel, I'll be able to help him a lot, and we'll be doing some really cool, pretty big things together if everything still goes according to plan, and I'm super stoked about that. I think we both have been through a lot and deserve it. Got into doing a lot of training with you know, firearms and such. I know a lot of you are probably like against that, and some of you are probably like intrigued by that. Some of you probably want to know more. Some of you are probably just kind of on the fence, like maybe if I offer some kind of education or explanation that makes the justification make sense. I don't know. We're in a weird social and political climate, and unfortunately, you know, even though guns technically aren't political, they're often politicized, and I hate that, because like people make assumptions about me and like my beliefs and my moral standing and everything else based on the fact that I'm in support of gun ownership and, you know, the Second Amendment and all that. But you know, I'm not I'll make more videos about that in the future, but anyone who knows me on a personal level knows where my heart and my beliefs and my allegiances lie. So there's that. But yeah, you know, I made some fun firearm content. And I did open some minds about guns, and you know, that was kind of cool. Didn't do many reactions. Maybe I did a few reactions. You know, I tried some stuff with the Patreon. That just was wildly unsuccessful. But 2025, that's going to change. I'm going to be bringing a lot more content to the Patreon. Maybe some reactions. I'll maybe do some exclusive Patreon reactions just to avoid all the copyright bullshit that I deal with on YouTube. You know, I hate getting buried in copyright claims and, you know, my content either getting blocked or just not doing anything, not getting seen. Like, just It's so frustrating, but I will be, taking requests on the Patreon. I know there's a few that I have already that I'm actually kind of excited about getting to, which will happen in the very near future. So look forward to that. But this is going to be, we're going to be doing some reactions. So I'm excited about that. I finally got some new fragrances that I've been wanting for a while that I was really excited about. Finally have them in my collection, and it just fills my heart with joy. This shirt, and some others. The merch store, there's always going to be a link in the description on my videos to my merch store. There's exciting merch, new merch in the merch store. Well, it's not that new now, but there's going to be more coming soon within, this month. But yeah, check it out.
There's something evil and it's coming through your window. You couldn't see me, but I stood there. Started at the back door, now I'm upstairs. Stay home all day, play hooky. He says my mouth feels wet like my pussy.
But yeah, I'm excited about all the things that are coming for 2025, and I'm excited to be moving out of 2024. We had a lot going on. I'm very thankful and extremely grateful for all of the people who stood by my side and continue to watch my videos and support the channel. You're amazing, and I sincerely, deeply appreciate all the support. You have no idea how much it means to me, because my channel is just, it's a dream that I've been working on slowly and just intermittently. Like it's been a challenge, but it's a labor of love. And the shirt, like right now I think we're at like 5,400 subscribers, and this, I had the 4K shirt that was for the 4K era before we hit 5K, and this is the 5K Moral Militia Division shirt. This is only going to be available until we hit 6K, which hopefully will be soon. I know it's not about the numbers, but the numbers help the views, and the views help build the channel. Numbers are motivating when you're in this in this space. Any kind of digital content creation, numbers do matter, and it's not just numbers, because every number represents a person, and every person that supports me is like amazing. The fact that there are people, even if there was only like 20 people that avidly watched the ridiculous shit that I put on the internet, thank you. Like, sometimes I watch my own stuff and try to put myself in the shoes of someone else who doesn't know who I am, like seeing it for the first time and thinking how I would react. And sometimes I'm like, man, if I didn't know me, I'd think that guy was kind of cool, and I would like want to like talk to him. But then there are other times where I'm like, oh my God, this is the cringiest shit I've ever seen. It's a double-edged sword, as they say. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. This has been a video. I just kind of wanted to look back on what all has happened and kind of let y'all. I went back. You can't get through 2024 without mentioning this. I went back to the job that I had quit formerly, and within the first week got injured again. Then went through this whole thing and was out on leave that I didn't apply for, and then got fired. Well, no, I didn't get fired. I got put under like investigation when I returned on the date they told me I could return, but they put me on a medical leave without me applying for it. they denied, like, I had doctor's visits lined up. I had physical therapy lined up. I had medications. And during the middle of everything, they said, oh, well, our investigation, we decided that we're not going to cover you. And then as soon as I got, they did that, they put me on a leave of absence. But then when I returned, they're like, oh, your leave of absence isn't going to be approved until you bring a doctor's note. I didn't apply for the fucking leave. You stopped covering me, so I couldn't see a fucking doctor to get a fucking doctor's note. So they're like, oh, well, if you can't provide a doctor's note, we're going to have to terminate you. Fuck you. Anyway, so there was that. But, in hindsight, I'm glad, because it gave me the time and the space I needed to clear my mind and focus on the stuff that was important, like getting this house, moving into this house, and just, hey, Jamie, I hear you. But so I'm moving into a better mental space, a better physical space. Things are going to be good. 2024 was a fucking weird, shitty year with some great moments.